South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Just Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Saturday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, we do have some precipitation falling inside of the upstate, and with that precipitation also comes thunderstorms as well up there inside near Greenwood, as well down here near McCormick and Edgefield, as well as some down here inside of just to the west of Barnwell and just to the southeast of Columbia as well. Low country looking good. The PD region maybe just a couple of downpours down there just to the west of Conway and Myrtle Beach, but the PD region is also looking good. The Hartsville, Florence, Dillon region is looking good. So it's really only just this region right here. If we're going ahead and zoom our way out though, we're going to go ahead and talk about the entire United States. So if we go ahead and zoom our way out, you can already see already that we already are having some problems over here near in the Dallas region, pretty much Odessa, Lubbock, down here, even close to Mexico as well, is having some problems right now. Some supercells down in Mexico, bringing some storms. We do have some rain over here, obviously, in the East Coast, down here in Florida as well as some dense fog advisories for the Great Lakes, and some rain snow mix up there inside the UP of Michigan and Canada. Over here to the west, we do have some precipitation, really resulting in rain in the lower elevations of places like Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, and California, as well as down here in the Rockies, some scattered showers and a storm right here with a wind gusts of up to 55 miles per hour and nickel-sized hail inside of New Mexico right now from one of those storms. Here's our current cloud cover. Obviously, most of us is covered with clouds. With that precipitation comes cloud cover, and with cloud cover comes the chance of rain. Not all the time, obviously, but most of the time. Or, yeah, I'd say around half, 50-50 of the time comes comes precipitation with cloud cover. As you can see, clouds mainly over most of the upstate, down over there near Florence, Columbia, and Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Savannah, near Augusta as well. All of us seeing a cloud cover right now. There is a couple of spots with no cloud cover right now, clear spots, mainly near the coast, but I'm not. It's not probably not going to last too long, especially as we get into tomorrow as well. If you go ahead and look at the cloud cover for it, here's right now. And if we go ahead and move it forward, you can see that that cloud cover starts to take over a lot more. And then we still have a little bit of some clearing spots near the coast as well. That's going to try and stay there for as long as it can before it gets taken over by more clouds going into tomorrow. Here's like tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, you can start to see that cloud cover does start to take over more. So it's going to be a cloudy day again tomorrow. Here's our current temperature: 73 in Columbia, 73 Charleston, 79 Orangeburg, 75 Myrtle Beach, 68 Rock Hill, 71 in Greenville, 70 Anderson, and 68 in Augusta. Here's the low temperatures for tonight: 65 Moncks Corner, 69 Charleston, 67 Myrtle Beach, 66 Georgetown, 62 Spartanburg, 63 inside of Rock Hill, 64 inside of Greenville, 63 Greenwood and Aiken, and then 70 down there in the Hilton Head Island. Here is our forecast precipitation, or forecasted precipitation. As you can see, we still have a good half an inch to an inch still possible for Rock Hill, Cheraw, Camden, a good quarter of an inch to a half an inch for Columbia. Same thing with Sumter. Again, a good quarter of an inch to a half an inch for Georgetown, a tenth of an inch to a quarter for Myrtle Beach, hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch for Charleston and Hilton Head Island. So it seems like, mainly the most of the hard hit areas for the rest going into tonight is going to be mainly up there inside northern South Carolina. But once you get down towards like Charleston area, you're going to start to see less precipitation than the people up there to the north and pretty much all throughout the state. Once you get down towards Charleston, you're just not going to see as much as other people in the state in terms of rain. Here's our SBC outlook for the next 8 days. As you can see, we do have our day one. We're going ahead and look at it right here. Just to your left, you can go on ahead and see that we pretty much have that TSTM that goes through all of South Carolina. As I'm Okay, I don't know why that's not doing anything, but here's the day 2 over there to the center. Again, TSTM, day 3, a TSTM as well. So thunderstorms going to be pretty much possible throughout going through today, tomorrow, and Monday as well. Here's today, here's tomorrow, Again, TSTM, and then here's Monday as well. And I mean, as you can see, it's gonna be a stormy next couple of days for most of us. And then here is our excessive rainfall outlook, obviously, with all the rain that's happening now. There goes that marginal risk of excessive rainfall for most of South Carolina now. Day 2, not really seeing anything. Day 3, not seeing anything. Day 4, nothing. Day 5, nothing. So let's go ahead and talk about the future. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the GFS. We're going to switch over to the precipitation type. And if we're going to do that, I'm going to go over to the play button. All right. So if you're going ahead and move on forward, here you can see that's the time at the top of your screen up here. And here's the model. And here's everything that's going on. We're going to start off already with seeing some snow over there inside the west. When I'm done closing this out, you should see it. Over here to the west, we have some snow inside the higher elevations, rain in the lower elevations as well as pretty much a rainy start throughout most of this portion of the country. And same thing up there inside of the UP of Michigan, up into Canada as well. We have some heavier downpours that start to take shape inside of Texas, especially near Dallas. And then that precipitation in South Carolina continues as well, going into tomorrow, obviously, and Monday as well. That energy that's moving from Texas, you can see here's the energy at 2 a.m. And then look where it is at 2 p.m. on the 6th, over here inside South Carolina. So that's going to continue moving east, and that storm is going to be out of our hair Tuesday and Wednesday. Obviously some isolated showers, but it's going to be a nice Tuesday and Wednesday for most of us, maybe not for some. If we continue on moving this forward, you can see that as we get to around the 10th, definitely going to have to watch out for some potential severe weather going into the 10th. We'll talk about that more in the future. Get some more energy pushes into the west. It gets into the Rockies, brings snow to the higher elevations, and then just continue it forward some more. And then we have a huge system right here that just passes down to our south inside of Florida on May the 14th near Jacksonville, Tampa, and eventually moving down to Miami. And then once that moves through, here is everything else is 300 hours out, so we're a bit too far out to talk about. So that's pretty much all that I have. I do want to talk about this one thing. Let's go ahead and switch over to the CSU model. If we go ahead and switch over to the CSU model, you can go ahead and check this out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Go to here and then go to, yeah, all right. So here is the day 3 through 8. You can see that obviously that I'm trying to, there we go. All right. So you can see obviously that Monday, even though he does have a little 5% risk, I don't think a lot's going to happen. Same thing with Tuesday and Wednesday. I think it's going to be Thursday and Friday. You can see with the slight risk for Thursday and Friday as well. You can see the yellow kind of going down towards even the coast as well as Friday as well. So honestly, I think there's a tiny chance that we could see some severe weather going into Thursday and Friday. We're a bit too far out to talk about it right now, but in terms of severe weather wise, I definitely cannot rule some out going into Thursday, May the 9th and May the 10th. I mean, this is peak severe weather season right here, so it's not at all out of the question at all. So at this point, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens at the end of the day, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and hear from our audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can join the live streams at 9 o'clock p.m. So let's go ahead and switch over to the chat and see what they have to say. So we have 2 messages today. If you're in the chat right now and you want to drop one before we end this, you can go on ahead and hurry up and drop it real quick. Here is our my Nana right here says, hello Jay, you rock, you are doing a fantastic job, thank you for that. And then Anthony Scott says, good evening to you as well. Again, if you want to ask a question, you can give me constructive criticism, you can just say, hey, how are you? It doesn't matter at all to me. Anything that you want to ask or say can be used inside of the live recordings. as well. And if you want to, and if you can, I should say, please subscribe. We are 10 subscribers away. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. That is a big achievement if we get to 100. Here it is right here. You can see 90 subscribers. We are so close to 100. We need 10 more. I have 241 videos. Remember, we're trying to get to 100 by the end of May. It is May the 4th. It's definitely not out of the question. I believe that we can do it. I'm like almost certain that we should be able to get it done. And honestly, when we get it done, I think that we're going to be getting some more things done with the channel to make it better. But that's all that I have. So if you're on the live recording, y'all have a fantastic night. And if you are on the recording, actually not live recording, whenever you're watching this, have a fantastic night. And I will be back tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. Remember, I do not make videos I do not make morning videos on Sundays. So I will be back tomorrow evening for another forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic night, and I will be back tomorrow evening.